Yo, what's going on, everybody? Chillcat here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the stream. Let's get some shout outs going real quick. We've got Hunter Bodenheimer in the chat. Welcome. We've got Bus Driver 1, JQ Warrior, Colby Greenwood. We've got Allie in the chat. We've got Nicole in the chat. What is up, everybody? So, what's that paper in the window say? 6, 7! Alright, I'm gonna turn the microphone down. Let me know if anything is too loud, guys. And we are going to have a great stream tonight. So, tonight is the Q&A stream, and we're gonna do a bit of bus driving. We'll do a route while we're answering some questions. Let's go ahead, we'll get it cranked up. Alright. And if I'm not answering chat messages, I have been having some issues with my chat. Always have, and probably always will. Let's go, we'll get the bus cranked up. We've got a 3rd gen CE here today. Alright, and let's see, is the chat frozen? Yes, it is. Alright, and I'm going to zoom in on that chat because it's too far away from me. Alright, let's go ahead and let's do a pre-trip. Let's put the bus in reverse, and we will turn on our ambers. Let's see, hazard lights. There we go, good deal, good deal. And let's see, let's go outside. Let's do a walk around. 2516, 2025 CE. Alright, we'll do a walk around, check the lights. Our turn lights up top, we're working on our amber overhead warning lights, our hazard lights, and our headlights. And then all of our lights down the side, those are working as well. And then in the back you can see it, our clearance lights up top, we're working on our amber overheads, our hazard lights, our reverse lights, and our tail lights, and our license plate light, of course. Then down the right side, all of our lights are working, side turn signals, all that. Alright, and let's see, is the chat frozen? Nope. Alright, and let's go ahead, we'll switch over to the reds, and we will put the bus back in neutral, and we will put our foot on the brake, so we can get our brake lights to turn on, and let's go ahead, let's check these. Our curiosity gauge is out, our red overhead warning lights are working on our stop sign, on side 1 and side 2, and then in the back, we can see that our clearance lights up top are working from before, along with all of our red overhead warning lights, our tail lights, our brake lights. And yeah, all of our lights from before, those are all working. All is good. Alright. Is it too quiet? Is it too quiet? Alright. Let me know, guys. Is it bad? Already having issues. Okay. Let's see. Let's close the door. It's going in and out and it's muffled. Is anyone else having that issue? I turned the mic up just a second ago. Let me know. Is it better? Alright, let's go ahead and pull up the speedometer here. Let's get the mic trouble sorted out before we get going on our route. Let's get this sorted out, guys. I want to get this figured out. Alright, I think I just turned the mic up. I think I had it turned down too low. I'm still trying to get my audio settings right. Alright, cool. So, yeah. Okay, there's that. I don't want to have it too loud, and I'm trying not to have it too quiet. So just, guys, let me know if it's good or if it's bad. Just let me know. Put our parking brake on so we can check some more things. But yeah, just let me know if it's good, if it's bad, all that. Just let me know. Keep me posted. And let's see. Make sure I got my audio turned up. There we go. All right. And let's go ahead and we'll check our fans. Those work. Our light monitor, let's check that. Alright, that works. Alright. Alright, let's see. Yep, all works. Driver window, that works. And then let's see, does our back door work? Yes, it does. Alright. There we go. And F10. On these buses, that's how I turn on the fans. F10. Not all buses have working fans, though. It's actually quite rare nowadays that buses have working fans. KPS buses have them. I think it's great. Anyway, I got a list of questions here. Let's turn the light on, and we will get to answering some questions here on stream. I printed out a sheet of questions that you guys submitted before the stream. And we've got a few of those, and then we'll turn on the Q&A thing in the chat box so we can get going on those as well. So, for those who haven't seen by the title, this is a Q&A stream. You guys ask questions, I will answer them. I will not answer personal questions, and I will not give out content. But other than that, I mean, I'll answer questions. Let's see. First question on our list was submitted by Bus0905. How to get more drivers as I am doing everything I can. Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking about a Rigs of Rods bus company, since I know 0905, he's got a Rigs of Rods company. My word to you is, make sure your advertising campaign is solid. The biggest thing is advertising, because if your advertising campaign's crap, that's what people see when they want to join a company. And if it's not good, I mean, yeah, that's the simple thing, Bus Driver 71, don't suck. But, you know, in a constructive way, make sure your advertising's good. Make sure, you know, put yourself out there. Make yourself stand out, and all stuff like that. Oh, we're going to hit the stop sign. Oh well. Let's see, make sure. Okay, there's our FOV. Reset it. There we go. And turn that off. Yeah, make sure your advertising's good and make sure you stand out. If you see other companies doing something, don't copy them, but make something yourself that makes you stand out. Be creative, put new ideas in. Of course, don't copy other companies. That's terrible. But make yourself stand out. Make sure your advertising campaign is solid. Now, I haven't looked at 0905 his company's advertisements, and I haven't looked at his content in a while, so I couldn't tell you 0905 what exactly to do. But based off of what I said, that's kind of, take that in mind. That's what I would recommend to you. Let's see. Next question is submitted by Bus Driver 1. How do I maintain my daily schedule? Ooh, that's a good one. Let's make this turn here first. Alright. So, how do I maintain my daily schedule? Reminders app on my iPhone. As silly as it sounds, my iPhone is how I keep track of my daily schedule, and Google Calendar. So what I do is, I put stuff in my Google Calendar, like events, like doctor's appointments, you know, streams, all that. That all gets put in my Google Calendar, and then I put that into my Reminders app, and then like the smaller things like making videos, you know, doing tasks for like KPS, putting together Rigs of Rods events. Those are, you know, smaller tasks that aren't quite big enough to be put on my calendar, but I still, you know, I put them on my Reminders app, and I'm like, okay, do it at this time, do this at this time, and then, you know, my schedule just kind of fills out for the day. And that's how I balance my daily schedule. I think it's pretty neat, pretty productive that way. I get a lot done, and yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Google Calendar and the Reminders app. All right, let's see. Let's check on the chat. Real life companies are old. Not really. I mean, as long as it's done right, I think that's the best way to do it. Let's see. The next question is from Lucas. How long has KPS been in service on ROR? This is our 3rd school year. As crazy as it sounds, we started for the 2023-2024 school year. And we did the 2024-25 school year. And this is 2025-2026. So this is my 3rd year running this company. It's going great. It's only getting bigger. Actually, I had to close applications a couple weeks ago because the place was just way too big. We're working on expanding routes to get more people in. And yeah, that's kind of, you know, we're working on getting people in. It's just people are applying faster than I can make routes for it. So yeah, there's that. Let's see, next question. All right, let's get to the next stop. And it looks like this person chose to be anonymous. There's no name listed on this, so meaning it should be anonymous. So I will not announce the name. It's not even on the list. Do you think there will be 6 or 7 more streams this year? Absolutely. 100%, 6 or 7 more. We've got the 6-7 sticker on the side of the bus. You guys want me to say it? 6-7. But yeah, definitely 6 or 7 more streams. A lot more than that, actually, for this year. Last year and the year before kind of sucked. I'm not even gonna lie. With streams. And this year, you guys have already seen I'm doing a lot better. This is what, like, let me know, guys, how many streams have I done so far this month? I mean, it's not even February yet. All right, let's see, is the chat box frozen? Oh, the chat box is frozen, wonderful. All right, let's see, how do we submit? So I'm reading off the list of free, so people submitted some questions before the stream in a Google form. I printed that out, and I'm reading off that right now. Later on, I will open the stream chat to questions. Let's see. And I will also say there were a few people who submitted questions, actually more than a few, who submitted questions, and they were a little personal, so those will not be announced on stream. So things about, you know, where I live, what my name is, that's not going to be announced on stream. But yeah, back to the question at hand. 6 or 7 more, absolutely. You know, Bus Driver 1, I don't even know who submitted that question. Like, legitimately, I don't even know. It was on the, you know, when people turned in questions, they had to put their name on it, but they could choose whether it was to be optional or required, or optional or anonymous on stream, and they chose to make it anonymous, so I didn't put it on the spreadsheet. So, there's that. Next question. Oh, let's stay on the road, guys. Feel like it was Trevor. My goodness. All right. Next question is from Jaron. Is there a way I can drive for you if you have a company, or you can drive one of your buses, or use your map in single player for ROR? I do have a company. However, it's not currently open for people to join right now. We have, I think, I'm just going to guess, I'd say at least 31 or 32 drivers at KPS. It's huge. And pretty soon here, I'm not going to be able to make routes anymore because there's going to be like 20 people on the server, and that's going to lag people out. So, yeah, there's that. We'll go this way. Also, KPS drivers, let me know what school I should go to. Kalamazoo Central or Hillside. Actually, we'll make that a poll in the chat here in just a moment. I think the chat froze again. All right. Oh! Sorry, Daniel. Crashed your bus. Activate. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay, now I can see the chat. Have I got yours yet? It's a list. I'm gonna have to look. And if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, then it was personal. So let's see. Can you play Rigs and Rods with us? I don't know if we're doing Rigs and Rods multiplayer today. If we have time, we will. Let's see. Next question is from Noah on the list. What made you start this YouTube journey, and what are your expectations moving forward? So, this is the tough one. My YouTube journey actually started with boredom. I was completely bored as a 13-year-old, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I play Rigs of Rods. There's all this fancy content. I just don't have it. There's nothing to do. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep down. 6-7 degrees. There we go. So I was bored, and I'm like, you know what? I see all these YouTubers doing stuff. Why don't I join? So I start my YouTube channel, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. At first, this channel did absolute crap. It did not do very well at all. I'd say the first month I got no subscribers. I mean, this channel was so small, barely existing. And now I'm one of the biggest channels in ROR, if not the biggest. I think Trucker 57 might be around my size. Scotty, I think I'm past Scotty. I don't even know. But I know I'm one of the biggest, and it feels great to be making videos and streams for all of you guys. And I love it. What are my expectations moving forward? Keep growing, grow the community, have fun. That's kind of my expectations. As long as we're having fun, and as long as we're, you know, all having fun, I think that's the best expectation to have going forward. Let's see. Next question is from, I don't know, IDK Dylan. What made me like school buses? That's a tough one. It's one of those things where it's hard to explain. So, I mean, they're big. I like big machinery, you know, big cars, you know, vans, pickup trucks. But I also like big trucks, school buses. You know, it's a big yellow box with flashing lights. I don't know how to explain it. But, you know, driving around, big box truck with kids in the back, with warning lights. What else could you ask for? I like being around children. Of course, I like, I just like, let's see. How do I word this? I like, how do I say this? I like, you know, like being a bus driver, like and being in charge of kids, making sure they're all responsible. All right, let's see. And I think that's it. Oh, jeez. That's it. That's it for the list. All right. That's it for the paper list of questions. Some of them are tough to answer, but let's drive over to the school. We'll drive over to Linden Grove. Why not? I will say, if you guys submitted one, but I did not answer it, it was personal, or you guys were very greedily asking me for content, and I'm not answering those, I'm sorry. But let's see, let's go over to Linden Grove, and then I will start the chat box Q&A, and we will go on with that, and it will be awesome. I will answer questions for the next few hours, actually. It's going to be cold, I will warn you guys. It's going to be freezing. Did the chat box freeze again? No. Let's see. Drive over to Linden Grove. And let's see, there's the map. Pull that up. Alright, then we're getting on the highway. So I will ask, how we doing, guys? That's not just you guys asking me questions, it's me asking you guys questions. How we doing, guys? What up, Novel, sir? Alright, we got train tracks up here. Praying for the storm. Yeah, it's gonna be cold over the next couple of days. It will be very cold. All right, window open. Let's go to exterior camera. Open the door. All right, we're good. Alright, we're turning right here. Alright, let's close the window. It is cold. Alright, let's see. Bus is sick. Yeah, it's KPS. Absolutely amazing content. Strobe light worthy weather only on KPS OGs. Oh yeah. So for those who don't know, KPS back in the day, we had a rule where unless it was snowing or raining or foggy, whatever, you could not run your strobe light. It was illegal. And they changed, Michigan law changed that. So we can run strobe light now. Alright, we are almost at the school, and then I will open the chat box so you guys can ask questions on stream. I see you guys are not as chatty as usual. That's okay. We'll go ahead and we will get chatty. You guys can chat as much as you want. What up, Noah? Unless the chat box is frozen again. I bet it's frozen. Let me open it on my phone real quick. Alright. Go ahead and we will pull into Linden Grove over here. Alright, there's the schoolhouse right there. Alright. Let's go ahead and we will open the door. All right, have a good day, guys. Have a great day. All right, how are we doing? I'm doing good. Getting ready to open the chat box for some Q&A stuff. Now, I will say, I've never done a Q&A on a live stream, and I've never used this feature before, so if I don't know how to use it, bear with me, guys. All right. Start Q&A. What's the question? Say something. 2K Q&A? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Start. Okay, so now you guys should be able to submit questions in the chat. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go drive for a little bit. Let's see, will this work? There should be some way for you guys to submit questions. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. You needed a beta tester. Would you join to do it with an Alabama spec? Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now. On the serious note of that, I'm not joining anybody's beta tester groups. I just don't have time to beta test. I'll leave it at that. I do not have time at all. It's nothing against you guys, I just do not have the time. But if I were a beta tester making Alabama spec, I mean, Alabama spec isn't bad. So, yeah, I would. But on a serious note, I'm not going to do that because I know I just don't have time. I wouldn't be able to keep up with stuff. This is not a good idea. Let's see. How many school buses have I driven from that last year and this year? A lot. A lot. Alright. Let's see. Noah, I think if you go back earlier in the stream, I answered that with a pretty strong response. Thank you for the congratulations, by the way. Alright, let's keep on driving here. How long have I been in the bus community? This year it will be 5 years. Since my Discord account was made, I've been in the bus community. 5 years. It's been a while. I have been here for about 4.5 years now. But, it will be 5 in November. It's been a while since I've joined the bus community, and I've been here a lot longer than people think I have. Let's pull on into here. We'll do some more stops. Okay, should we switch buses? Let me know, guys. Do we want to switch buses? What was my favorite video to make? That is a good one. What's crazy is that the videos that I like to make most are also like some of my least viewed videos. I think they're absolute bangers, you guys. Now, it was like a police chase with me and Allie. We were doing a police chase. I think I was driving the cop car. Allie was driving an Agora bus. Police chased him. It was great. And that video did awful. At least it did at the start. I don't know how it's doing now. It's been so long. It's been several years since I've made that video. But, it's so good. I like it. And then, I'm hit or miss on the next one. It's probably the one where I impersonated myself on a Rigs of Rod server. It was a couple years ago. I was dumb. It's not the greatest idea in the world. But, I mean, on a small note, it was kind of funny at the time. But, what Gen C do I prefer, third or second? I actually prefer first Gen C. Alright, let's see. Alright. Do you actually enjoy making videos as much as streaming? I'm about 50-50. I'm about 50-50. I love streaming. I love making videos. I love making content in general for you guys. And it is absolutely a pleasure to be able to make content for you guys. If I had time to develop in ROR, would you hire developers? Actually I do. So KPS, I work on KPS content and only KPS content. I just don't have time to beta test for other groups. I don't have time at all. And when I hire developers, I actually do have some developers for KPS. Colin, C3M, works on KPS. Let's see, Flip at 89, he works on KPS, and Allie and Daniel's just a tester, but he's on the beta testers team. What's my favorite collab? Trying to think here. See. It's probably that thing with Allie. The police chase thing. It was so good. Actually, let me look. Let's look on stream. See how that's doing right now. All right. Let's see, where even is it? I've made so many videos. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this video is older than I thought it was. Okay. Only 888 views. All right. So, I'm gonna put this in the chat, the link to it. That. Oh, the chat's frozen, of course. Let's see. Okay, so I've got the chat up on one screen now. I've got the phone on the other. Oh, this is a mess. Hop out chat. Wait. Okay, so if I haven't read you guys' chat messages, it's because I have the Q&A. For some reason, it crossed out the Q&A section when I open the Q&A, and now the chat. I open the chat on my phone, and it's like a whole new world, a whole bunch of messages I haven't seen. So let's hold my phone and read and drive at the same time. What's the name of the dashboard? I actually don't remember the name of the dashboard. All right. What up, Cooper? Welcome, welcome. All right. Let's see. Me and Trevor driving. Oh, that's another good one. The collab between me and Trevor, I think, is driving buses back from Midwest. I think that was pretty good. I liked that one. But the one with Allie, I feel like it was so much more intense. I liked it a lot more. Let's see. I really don't like this setup. I wish YouTube did this differently. The 35 vid with Allie was also really good. You know, some of these videos are so old. I have 300 videos. Actually, I can check on my stream deck right now how many I have. 300. Not including this stream. So it's been a lot of videos. And, yeah, a lot of chaotic videos with Allie happened, and they were all really good. I think there may have been one or two. I'm guessing there were one or two that, weren't good. But, it's just a guess. What's my most viewed video? Let's see. Most viewed video. Sort by views. I think I already, yep. My most viewed video is the how to download and install Rigs Across tutorial. And it has 18,000 views, which I think is pretty impressive for, a channel of only 2,000 subscribers. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's open the chat box back up. All right, I'm gonna head off. All right, we'll see you. Do I know how to work a wheel on an ICC? Means speeding, whipping. I have gotten on an actual ICC and touched the steering wheel. So I know how to work an IC steering wheel with the door controls and whatnot. Do I know how to drive one? Yeah. Do I know what whipping a bus means? I have no idea what that means. Whipping a bus? What's the difference between driving and whipping? What? Like, every time I hear that, I'm like, what does that even mean? I don't even know. Do I have QISD? Yes. All of it. I don't know if I have all of it installed, but I do have all of it. Alright, let's see. What's my favorite musician or band that I like? I like the Beatles a lot. And Bon Jovi. The Rolling Stones is a good one. Let's see. Do we want to switch buses, guys? Let me know. Check the chat box. Man, the chat is quiet today. That's okay, though. All right. Over to nowhere. Alright. Little Allie was a different breed. And he was. Old Allie was something else. Of course, the new Allie, you know, no complaints. But old Allie was different. Alright. Let's see. Man, the chat box on my phone, I can barely read it. Alright, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, 35, what a bus, man. It's a spare now, but back in the day, it was a good bus. Do we switch buses, guys? Do we want to drive 35? Let me know. Good morning. Good morning. Alright, we'll drop off the kids here and then we'll switch buses. Alright, have a good day, guys. Be good. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Alright, so now, go ahead, we will switch buses. We'll drive 35. 25, yes. 35. And we gotta put the 6-7 sticker in there. We have to. Alright, and it tabbed me out, that's weird. Do I have any first gens? I do. I have just about everything, honestly. Rigs of Rods. I have just about every mod on the planet. I don't have them all installed, but I do have a ton of them. 6, 7. 6 or 7 jokes left. I think we got more than that. All right, let's go ahead. Go ahead, and we'll bring the sun out just a little more. Alright, so feel free to ask away, guys, any questions you guys have, as long as they're not personal or asking me for content, I will answer them. Alright, we'll go ahead. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So clean audio? The heater sounds were recorded by me, by the way, guys. So you guys know, I recorded all the heater sounds and the parking brake sounds. I recorded that. And that. I have quite a bit of sounds for buses that I recorded myself. Good morning. Good morning. All right, good morning. Good morning. Is it cold back there? Or is it warm? Let me know, guys. Is it cold or is it warm back there? It's well below 0 outside here. It is cold. Alright, so while the chat's quiet and there seems to be no incoming questions at the moment, I will say Rigs of Rods event tomorrow. The event VC will open at 7:30 p.m. and the event itself will start at 8:40. So yeah, this is just going to be a public routes event. You show up, we'll give you a bunch of buses, we'll give you a map, we will tell you to drive. We're going to have a great time in the Discord. Tomorrow at 7:30 is when the VC opens, and then I think 8:20 is when we close the ability to join. So you got to join by 8:20 if you want to be part of this event, and that is in Eastern time. That is PM. So 8:20 PM Eastern time tomorrow in my Discord. Be there, join the fun. It is going to be amazing. I'm gonna be there staff are going to be there. It's going to be a great time. The amber dashboard thing is in the wrong spot. Is it? I don't think it is. I think it's in the right spot. Alright. I don't even know where we're driving. I'm just driving around. We're just driving around having some fun here on the map. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, it is in the right spot? Okay. Alright, looks like the chat box has gone a little quiet. Bad for the chat box throws. Oh, we got more questions. Alright, let's see. What's my favorite bus type that I ever rode in or drove in rigged rods? I want to say the CE, but I've driven so many CEs. I like the All-American Bluebirds. I like those. That and CEs. What up? Welcome. Congrats on 2K. Thank you. We have officially hit 2K, and we're going to keep going from here. Let's go ahead. We'll keep going on through the road here. Alright, let's go. We'll open the door. Got more railroad tracks. Alright, we'll just cross those. Alright, I want to ask you guys. I got a question for you guys. How do we feel about KPS route streams? Very soon, this winter. KPS route streams on this channel. Do we want that? I think it'd be cool seeing everybody drive around doing their routes. Then have us in a bus. KPS streams? Alright, let's do it. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to have the radio on. Are we still in 35? Yes, we are. We are still in 35. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Bluebird Vision person? I got some Bluebird Visions. We can drive those. Let me know, guys. Do we want to drive a Bluebird Vision? Do I have a diesel version? Absolutely, I have diesel visions. Alright. Alright, we can drive a diesel vision. Let's see what we got. Vision. We got diesel vision. Let's see. Oh, we've got this one. 1650. Stewart. Gonna load. Alright, there we go. We got our KPS bus there. Alright, diesel Bluebird Vision. Alright. What up, bus driver one? Alright, we'll stop at the tracks here. Alright. Oh, we've got both warning lights on. Turn the yellows off. There we go. We got wigwags on this. That is super cool. I like that. I like the sound of the Cummins. That is cool. I do too. We'll go this way. What kind of brakes do I prefer? Air. I prefer air. You're in Chilling Wheels Live! Cool! I was just in there a couple hours ago. I didn't stay in there very long though. But Chilling Wheel is a cool guy. He should be in here later. He said he'd be here. Alright. Yeah, we Q&A, hydraulic. I don't know. Iffy. I like air brakes, just the sound of it. And then the parking brake. I love that. That sounds great. Yes, I am doing the public route for Rigs of Rods tomorrow. The event VC opens at 7:30. The event itself starts in the well, okay, let me rephrase all this. The event VC for people to join opens at 7:30, and then we close the ability to join, so nobody can join after 8:20 p.m. And then the event itself starts at 8:40. So that's when we start, you know, saying, all right, get ready, let's roll. And yeah, it's in the Discord. If you have anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If you're confused on how to join, anybody, myself, staff, I'll be sure to keep an eye out on that Discord for the next day before that event, so we can get everybody rolling. I'm hoping to get everybody in. We have plenty of spots for people, and I'm hoping to at least get 3/4 of the buses filled. That is EST, Eastern time. So 7:30 is when the event VC opens. Is in the Discord, and then we will bring people into the. So here's kind of how it's gonna work. Like I said, at 7:30 the waiting room opens, so you guys can join, and that's where you'll be waiting for staff to bring you in. Let me actually, I think it's 7:50. Hold on, let me check the schedule, because I'm just going off the top of my head, and it's not working too well. All right. Park the bus. Alright. Let me read this real quick. Okay, so 7:30, event waiting room will open. That's kind of where you wait to join the event. It's kind of the lobby, that kind of deal. 7:50, that's when staff will begin moving people into the event VC. And they'll probably, I would assume, they're going to move people over in the order in which they join. So the first person that joins is going to be guaranteed a spot, and then the second person to join, then the third. Yeah, definitely turn your graphics down. This community is pretty big, and I would imagine there'd be a lot of, you know, lag and stuff like that. I might even turn my graphics down, and I have an RTX 5060, so yeah, even I might turn my graphics down. Alright. Alright, so yeah, 7:50, that's when staff are going to start bringing people in, and at 8:20, that's when the event's going to start. The reason we have a 30-minute time window between the time we bring people in and by the time the event starts is so that we have time to, you know, sort out technical difficulties. And I'm going to take down the question list just so that it's easier on me. So just put all the questions in the chat. I see them. I'll answer them. All right. We will, unlike past events, we will try to give people choice when they pick buses. So I'll tell staff to ask you guys, what bus do you want? We'll get you guys what we can. We can't guarantee that everybody will get what they want, but yeah. I love the graphics. These are some great graphics. I have reshade, and I have all, except for the shadows, I have all my settings on max. What type of buses? Oh man, all sorts of stuff. Let me look at the list, guys. Let's look at the list on stream. Well, I won't pull it up. I'll keep Rick's Broad so we can drive, and I'll just read it off. We've got ICCs, Bluebird Visions, Thomas C2s, Bluebird T3FEs, Thomas FS65s, and that's about it. So those, I think, a few buses, that's what we're gonna have. Might join around 7:20. So I just wait at 7:20, and then at 7:30, that's when we'll open the ability for people to start joining. Yeah. Alright, so at 7:30, that's when we're gonna start letting people in. Shadows are actually terribly laggy. Yeah, I don't like them. On most maps, they're terrible. On some maps, they're okay, though. Some maps are okay, and some they're awful. It really depends on the map. Like Flatsville, that's pretty good. But Neo Kurataro is like decent. Some of the shadows, some of the objects don't have shadows, and some of them do. It's weird. But yeah, there's that. We will open the door. Alright. And for content, we're using Quantum ISD content. We don't have custom content, though in the future I might make custom content for Rigs of Rods events. We give out the mods at the time of the event. So when you join the event, if we admit you in, we will give you content to download. We will immediately send everybody the links. Alright, let's make a right here. Oh! Well, are the buses good? I'd say they're pretty good. I can spawn one. Let's see, QISD. So this is what we're using, with the exception of the wrecker and service trucks. Let's see what I'm driving. It's a couple years old. The content's a couple years old, but let's see, what am I driving? 2128. Alright, so this is what we're driving for the event tomorrow. It's not bad content at all. The backup beeper is conflicting, sadly, but this is what it looks like on the inside. I say it's pretty nice. You guys want these buses, be sure to join the event tomorrow. 7:30 is when the event VC opens, the waiting room, and we will let people join. Can you see the FS65? Which one? Let's see. Let's get them pulled up here. Park this. We'll spawn 0218. And we are not allowing people to reserve buses, just we don't want to go through that hassle before the event. So at the event, that's when we'll let you guys choose buses. Just as a disclaimer to everybody. It's just Volks FS65. It's nothing too fancy, but I think it's pretty nice. Alright, now again, we're not using custom content for this event. Maybe over the summer when I have time to make event content, I will make some. Alright, and you guys will get it if I do make event content. I would go back to making public Rigs of Rods content, but I just don't have the time. Over the summer, maybe. Maybe I can make some public Rigs of Rods content. I'm just saying, do we want public Rigs of Rods content from me over the summer? And just saying, my stuff's pretty good. Actually, we could look at my work in progress map towards the end of the stream. I'm working on a map. Alright. Alright. See the C2, okay. I think C2 is the, besides the CEs, the C2s are the best. I like the C2s. We got chrome all the way around. I like this. This bus is nice. We'll do a C2 route. Man, this bus picks up speed. Alright, let's go open the door. Dual stop signs on this one. I think this bus is really, really nice. I like it. How fast can we get it? All right. Drink some water, stay hydrated. I encourage everybody to stay hydrated here. All right. Good morning. UIS was a good company? Yeah, it was. Now KPS is the top company. That's actually hard to believe. You know, people say that to me. KPS is the top company. I'm running the show. Like, I'm like, what, really? And then I look. Yeah, I am. Like, wow. You know, and I love doing stuff for you guys. And I will definitely, if I have time, I will make public rigs of rods content. If I have time, I'll make something for you guys. Thing is time. A lot of us creators either don't have time or we don't run or release stuff. My KPS stuff I don't want out there. But other public content, I might be down to make that. Alright. Is it only the handicap for the FS65? Don't think so. No. It's 0708 chrome rims. All right. Alright, can you drive 0905? This bus is quick. I like this. No turn signal sound, that's okay though. Man, trying to read the chat and drive is a little distracting. But hey, if you guys want to talk about the event, ask questions about the event, you can chat about it in here, or you can go ahead and ask in the Discord server. All right, PM. Yes, I am not doing an event at 7:30 a.m. The amount of people who would join that, 0. Possibly not even me. Well, I might. I don't remember, Bus Driver 1. I do not remember. Let's get on out of here. What up, Scotty? Drive. There we go. So, does anybody have any questions? Q&A stream. Suspended for 30 days. That is crazy. What made me get into ROR? My interest for school buses and actually seeing videos on YouTube. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? What is this game? And then I actually got ROR as a Christmas present in 2017. That's hilarious. Is it 2016 or 17? I got ROR as a Christmas present. It was free and it was so good. I loved it. Grayson's HDX crashed my game, so I couldn't use it. I had to use the Renault Agora, or some sort of Renault bus for a while. I couldn't drive school buses because my game wouldn't work. But yeah. And then yeah, I got ROR as a Christmas present. You're gonna go? All right, we'll see you tomorrow. At the event, I will be there. Staff will be there helping everybody out. All right. So, let's check the chat, make sure it's not frozen or anything. All right. So if nobody has any questions, I say we can head back to the lot, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I crashed my game. My computer was a potato back in the day, too. Like, it was not good at all. I ran ROR on a potato, and I got ROR for Christmas. I was just so happy. I can't remember if the other buses worked, but Grayson's HDX did not work. Hello, hello, Brandon, welcome, welcome. Alright, heading back to the lot here. I say we wrap up the stream. You guys don't have many questions. And, well, we got a busy day tomorrow at the event, so I guess we better head back to the lot, unless you guys have more questions. Head on over back to the lot. When are we driving 407? Oh, didn't think you would. Wanted me to. 407. Oh, I love that startup sound. Right on time, Brandon. We are driving one. We'll do a student stop in the middle of the lot. Ooh, that camera's weird. Middle click on the bus. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sort of fixed. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. We'll park this in front of the garage. And then we will wrap it up for today. Am I able to make it dark? Yes. We'll do a loop around the lot while we're at it. If I ever became an actual KPS driver, would I ever do bus vlogs? Maybe a face rule to go at that. Yes! Yes, I would. I do plan to be a bus driver in real life, for those who do not know. Alright, let's go ahead and neutral, set the brake, and we'll shut everything off. But before we do, are there any final questions of the stream? Right. No 4-hour stream today, but I will say, you guys wanted KPS streams. And, well, I shall deliver next weekend. I will try my best. And, maybe 2 streams, Saturday and Sunday next weekend. That's a possibility. But with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's stream. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, I will have a link to the channel Discord server where you can hang out with me and other people from the community in the description below. With that being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.